Okay. Okay. First off, have you ever been bullied, cyberbullied, any type of bullied in your life from a young age, maybe middle age?
Yes, I have. Even after sort of school, I was. I remember one instance I was at Walmart with my partner who was very, she's very butch, very manly looking, and we were harassed in the Walmart parking lot. Um, Dyke, bags, stuff like that. But that was really the only time it was sort of overt like that because I'm assuming they assumed that we were lesbians because of how she looked. I mean, obviously we were, but that was that was really the only time as an adult that I've felt that.
Have you ever, as a high schooler or anything like that, been
Um,
made fun of, isolated?
I in terms of my sexuality
Yeah. Or
or
in
just
any way.
well, yeah, there was a lot of bullying because I've always been sort of a fat girl, so I've always had a little bit of that. But um, I didn't come out in high school because of that. Um, I was terrified of coming out in high school. Even after high school, I didn't come out until I moved out of my parents' house because I was afraid.
After that? Was it you became
Um,
more comfortable finding
this
people?
is a super emotional
Super.
subject,
Okay.
so um, the choice to come out was because I didn't think it was fair. I'm an adult now, and it definitely was. Um, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Um,
Take your time.
it was just I just felt such freedom after I was able to move out and sort of do my own thing, and I can do what I want, and I can see who I want to see and be who I am. And
All right, I consent to be on this video.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Question. So you could talk about bullying and see like what do you think about bullying, like maybe face to face or nowadays people do it online. So you think is it better? What do you think? Like your personal opinion about that?
Well, I feel like, of course, anything face-to-face is better than online. And I think there's a little bit more apprehension if you approach somebody face-to-face than if you do it over the internet or from afar. You can be a lot more, maybe not physically damaging, but you can definitely affect somebody mentally or whatever. You can go after them a little bit harder if you don't have to really see them face-to-face. So I think that's the one drawback of the cyberbullying. So
That's
that
a
would
good
be
point.
any other questions?
We're horrible at this. I'm glad they're editing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So in the past, have you been bullied, and how did it make you feel? How did you deal with it,
Yeah,
or
well-
someone you knew, or
Well, I came to this country from Ghana, West Africa, when I was 9 years old, back in 1984, and so I was kind of like a stranger in a foreign land. So I definitely stuck out like a sore thumb, and so I did experience. I don't know if you'd call it bullying, but there was a lot of teasing at the time for my accent or the way I dressed or whatever, and but it wasn't. I never really got threatened physically by anybody. It was just a lot of name calling, and if you can consider that bullying, then I have experience with that. But um, I'm trying to think if I know of anyone that was bullied or.
And did you have a resource you could go to talk about it, or to try and get help
No,
so that it wasn't so difficult
no,
to go through the time?
no. I think I just sort of dealt with it on my own. My way of dealing with it was to try and adapt, assimilate as much as possible. So, lose the accent as quickly as possible, get some new clothes as quickly as possible. Just try not to seem so out of place. So that's what I did. I just kind of assessed the situation, like, okay, all these kids are dressing this way and they're talking this way. And so I guess I better dress that way and talk that way as fast as possible. And so that was my plan of attack. But, there wasn't anybody. Back in those days, 80s, it was still like, bullying was, you heard about it, but it wasn't, I don't think there were a lot of resources, as far as counseling to go
Right.
get that